succeeded, then I used my reaction. But if I took all that damage without being able to do any of that, I would have died straight up. Because of that, where my hit points are at and my maximum. I would have just spent
it's based on your
out.
maximum, but yeah.
Yep. Well, yeah.
10 more points.
It would have took me down below, and then it would have doubled my maximum.
Well, you say because you saved the intelligence. That's what helped. That's what saved. That's anyone who made the because you were able to actually make the dex save. Because if you didn't make the intelligence save, you can't move. You can't save for the dex.
Yep.
So.
I'm also very hurt. I have 13 health left.
Yeah, you guys are looking.
You can kill him right now.
So I gotta go into some pretty interesting explanations. Now that I've done a bit of my research on how the astral actually works, stuff you guys will notice immediately, and we'll get to the current state of the party in a moment. For now, I'm just gonna go into this explanation. There are a few key differences that you don't, or that you do and don't notice while you're in the astral. Firstly, I would say that for the first time in any of your lives, you guys can actually feel the lack of time passing. You're no longer hungry, you're no longer thirsty, and you're currently not aging. Above board, your characters don't know the actual math on it, and you wouldn't have any research to lead you to that anyways. But above board, as players, 1,000 years in the astral sea is the equivalent to 1 day on the prime material. Yeah.
So, as players, we should just stay in here for ever and level grind until we hit level 20.
Yeah,
level grind.
Kill a bunch of.
Above board.
We should just kill warthogs the whole entire lifespan, and then come out as level hundreds. You know.
Above board as well. The longer you spend in the astral, the more drawbacks you're going to have in the prime material. So if you spent 100 years in the astral, when you went back to the prime, you would age 100 years, even though next to no time has passed.
Okay.
Oh, then I'm Gucci.
Does that also have to do with your hunger and your eating?
Yeah, so basically all those conditions would catch back up. So if you only stayed in there
so we'd automatically die of dehydration and...
Not necessarily. It's more like you would suffer levels. It also depends on how long you're in there. You know, you would suffer levels of exhaustion. So if you guys are in there for a month, there's going to be next to no drawbacks. You know, but if you guys are in there for a year, you might suffer some penalty from not having eaten anything. And then 10 years, 100 years, it's so on and so forth. So, that's all above board though. That's not something your characters. None of your characters
spend a year in here, level up a couple times, and then kill that dragon with a one shot. And there you go. So we're gonna do this.
None of your characters know where you are. None of your characters know anything about where you are.
So first things first, I want to cure wounds, Nate, or what's his name? So
first,
7.
That's actually not going to happen first, unfortunately. Something else is happening, and only Shadow, the super high perception.
No, Jesus.
Super high perception individual would notice this because it happens. I wouldn't say it happens fast, but it seems like it happens. And that's the best cryptic description I can give without actually describing it. So essentially, you notice a couple of things in the span of about 1 second. While you're looking at Mr. McKnight, which you guys were at one point circled in a hut, so I'm assuming you actually have eyes on him.
Okay.
Your eyes are open.
He's still on the horse with me, technically.
Your eyes are open. Mr. McKnight, completely normal. You close your eyes to blink. You open your eyes again. Mr. McKnight's jar is gone. Mr. Mr. McKnight's jar is gone.
I point
Well, let me
point
finish.
okay, shit. Oh shit.
There's still a thing that's happening. About a mile, and keep in mind, this is just a guesstimation on Shadow's part. The distance here works very differently. But about what you would perceive as a mile in the distance, you see a dim flash. It looks like you know that crack of light you get when a door opens and then a door closes? That's what it looks like. Elias, in your head, unconscious, you hear Las Creden. You instantly recognize his voice. Say, "Alfidese." You don't know that word. It's kind of it's not a canon language, but it is in a way. You just haven't discovered it. Anyways, when you hear that, and since you're in an unconscious state, kind of swirling around in your own head, it's like, the sensory effects, like you smell something or you see something and it jars your memory and it gives you something that you've completely forgotten about, and you're like, oh, I'd forgotten all about this, and you actually can get a very detailed memory of something that you had forgotten. When he says Alfidese, that happens to you because you're currently inside your own head. You're brought back to the day you went hunting and you came back and found your parents dead. You were out in the woods, kind of scouting, kind of just spot stock hunting, kind of just keeping low, tracking game, trying to find something to eat for the night or the next weeks, depending on what you killed. And you run into and it's interesting because you hadn't put this connection together before, but someone who sounds like Las Creden and who's wearing very similar deep scarlet, elegant robes like Las Creden, but the face is different. Their body's slightly different. It's an elven appearance, a wood elf appearance. And you remember having a long conversation with him. You basically had met, and he claimed to have been also hunting. And you guys basically just hit it off. Very charismatic on his end, and you, kind of living in a secluded place, don't get to talk to people too often. So the conversation just blossomed into a deep life discussion, talk philosophy, things you had learned. You went into oh, I've been living here, blah 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 blah, and you just gave him. I wouldn't say you gave him everything, but you definitely divulged things that you wouldn't normally divulge just because of conversation deprivation. And at the end of the conversation, when you part ways, this is why the memory came back to you. You remember his final words to you was Alfidese. And then you jump back to the present where Mr. McKnight is casting Cure Wounds on you and you are waking up.
And then I go and try and touch my vase because I want to see where we are.
Gone.
Yeah. Yeah, hold on. Your face just appeared over there. I don't know what the fuck just happened.
What did you do?
I don't know what I did. I don't. Hey, I don't know what the fuck I did.
This is the second time I've been sent to a different universe. Shit.
Hold on, there was a flash of light over there. I don't know how often that happens.
I look that way. I look the way he's pointing.
It happened a mile-ish out.
There's no flash or anything like that over there.
It happened a mile-ish out.
To clarify another thing. This plane has no natural light. So anyone without dark vision see nothing. Which basically just leaves Mr. McKnight.
So anyone, I just mean the one.
Cool. I'm gonna cast light.
Doesn't work.
Yeah. It works.
Doesn't work. I'm blind the rest of the campaign.
How many hit points does Elias get?
7.
7. Okay,
7.
Sure.
And then I'll do because everyone got hurt, right?
Yeah. Most people.
Yeah. I'm gonna do.
That's an understatement that everyone got hurt. I think everyone.
I'm gonna do mass cure wounds.
I mean, I'm hurt, but I didn't get hurt at all from that.
9 for that one. And then as a cantrip, let's see. What is it? So on the healing word, everyone, because it's one of my bonus actions. So.
Is it just 9 or is it more?
9. Well, can I just healing word them up?
If you have the spell slots.
Let's see. Yeah, because it's just a cantrip. It's just a bonus action, right?
Is it? It's a cantrip for you? That's really cool.
That is cool. God.
Oh
really,
shit.
That's really useful. That's really useful.
Bonus
Yes.
action.
Oh man, we just got Parash in this encounter. Everyone's up. Just give me like 5 minutes.
Actually, I want to look. Is it a cantrip?
Yeah, healing word, bonus action, healing word, shield of faith, mass healing word. No.
No,
I
it's
don't
first.
think it's. Yeah,
Just
I didn't
says
think
first
it's
by it. Yeah.
The first.
So
So
it's
yeah,
not
as
Yeah,
long as
That's
you
a
have-
bit OP.
As
Yeah.
long as you have the spell slots, you can do it.
Word of radiance.
What was it? I also have a pool of 30 that I can spread out between people. I just need to be able to touch them.
Merrick, while they're doing this, I'm assuming you're gathering as much as you can from the bag of holding.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I would help him out with that.
Okay.
We're also.
Yeah.
What-
What does Merrick? I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't think about it, but I actually have my bullets in a little pouch next to me. I didn't have them in the bag.
Okay.
So the only thing I need to collect are my tinkering tools and smithing tools.
Okay. So who's got the bag of holding that blew up? I'm assuming Shadow does.
No.
got 22 on wisdom, for directing. Right? It's wisdom that
It's
directs.
intelligence.
It's intelligence. Okay. Oh shit.
Yeah, and also if you didn't succeed the first time, you won't be able to try again until tomorrow.
Oh really? Okay.
To be able
Well,
to move.
I succeeded.
to move.
I succeeded the first time.
Oh Jesus! Could we like explain to him how?
Actually,
How, like-
yeah, if you would like to try and coach them, you can give them another try.
Okay, I would like to try to coach Mr. McKnight.
You
Well,
still
I've
have the
already
bag of holding
succeeded.
in your
It's only
inventory.
them two.
Yeah, I already succeeded.
I thought I got rid
think,
of it.
Well, Elias is the only one that didn't succeed because he
No, I
died.
succeeded.
Oh,
I
you did?
succeeded.
Okay.
3 of you
Who didn't
failed.
succeed?
Who failed?
Yeah, that was me that failed.
I failed. Fucking.
Oh no, it could have
Who's
just
the
it
other
could have
one?
just it could have just been you two. It could have been just you two. I might have had it
Yeah.
back.
Well, wouldn't have Elias failed since he was knocked out? Or does he
No,
fail
No,
now?
no,
I
that
got
he
knocked out after I
Yeah,
succeeded.
he got blown
Right.
up
Okay.
afterwards. Okay, so
Yeah, I was
out of the
that was
stuff in
kinda
the bag
weird.
of holding, everything can be recovered, but remember, weight is a factor.
I have a bag
the
of
item.
holding.
Was it really a factor here though? Because
It
we're
is a
weightless.
factor here, and you're not weightless.
What? That's fucking crazy.
Wait,
This is
so
a weird place, dude.
what happens if we're encumbered? We just fall for eternity?
Fall
No,
faster?
you
Do
just
we
basically
fall
can't-
faster?
No, you don't. You're not falling. You're not falling. You guys are just sitting in a spot.
We
You
just-
guys are just.
We just
Are we
And-
falling with style?
You see this right here? That's us. This is essentially us.
You're here. If you think I want to go down, you start going down. If you think I want to go up, you start going up and forward and backwards and side to side.
What about the diagonal?
Oh,
That works too.
No, impossible.
Yeah, no.
I
Sorry,
see that
wrong
you guys
check.
are
Only right
struggling
angles.
with your directions. If you just think with your minds, then you can where you want to go. Then it allows you to go where you want to go.
Do I have to make a save for my horse? I mean, make a
Your horse
check
can,
for my horse?
Your horse can fly. He doesn't need it.
Okay, sick.
What?
Oh, so we just make another intelligence. Do we make a saving throw or just an intelligence check?
Fuck.
It's an intelligence. It's an intelligence check.
Oh.
If you two would like to try.
You can Wait. You can just transport us back.
I can,
No.
yeah.
Helm of teleportation is plane specific.
Oh, I thought you were talking about just moving places.
What if he goes into the ethereal or whatever?
Ethereal of the astral?
Yeah.
Wait.
Ethereal. Teleports us to...
I don't even want to know what's in there.
I got a nat 20 for 21 on my check next time.
Okay, yeah, you're good. You're good. You gain control.
It's just like fucking a vacuum being sucked into another vacuum. It's just
just a bunch of gods.
It's like putting him inside of a blender.
Just a bunch of gods gangbanging in the ethereal.
You see,
is it a gold?
Doro, you see Polo going really far. Sir!
Oh, Jesus.
Think this way, this way.
Yeah, this is how we lose him.
He's like trying to he's trying to swim.
Swim.
Get an honor, Polo.
Sir!
So I'm gonna think that
I'm gonna try to get him.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to stop him from moving, but you probably are gonna have to help him.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to explain. I don't think he's the most intelligent.
Give it a shot.
Let's put him in a wheelchair.
Yeah, we're having to make the intelligence check every day
wheelchair?
because they sleep, right?
No, once you make it, you're good.
That wheelchair is no longer around, Nathaniel. Unless it had an enchantment that we didn't know about.
Nah, it's gone.
So you try to describe to Polo how to control himself.
Yeah.
Doesn't work. He got a -2 and he rolled a natural 4.
Jesus. So
I wish he rolled a natural 1 and it'd be a negative.
My basement?
Can I make a perception check to see what's around us?
Yes. Just give me
anyone
1 second.
see where my basement?
I saw a flash as soon as your face disappeared. It was over there, and I pointed to the direction about a mile out.
Recalling from my memories, after he said those words, or he or she said those words, what happened after that?
Lost Creedon said it initially to you in your mind while you're unconscious.
And he's not here with us?
And he's gone.
And he took the vase.
Oh, shit.
There was my one OP thing.
That was my one thing, and you took it from me.
My one thing.
I can't call my fiance anymore.
In
Shit.
plain daylight.
She's gonna be pissed.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
She's
you were in
gonna
the
be so
doghouse
pissed.
before. You're fucked.
She's gonna be so pissed.
No!
You tell her where you're going?
So you didn't tell me you were gonna go on a field trip, and then you don't call me?
At the plane? Nice invite, babe. Shit!
You know how much I've always wanted to go there.
Well, we could just kill you. You go back to your
I would go back
your
to
lair.
hell.
Yeah, and then you could
Speed
just
fighting
come
the Astral
back.
Sea.
So if we kill you, you just come back and you're like, "Hey, I'm back." You know?
Oh
I
yeah,
teleport
that's
to
a
the
good
other
idea.
side of the astral plane.
That's a very good idea, especially since the amount of time passing here is exactly the amount of time passing where we just came from.
Yeah, it's
And
1 for 1, right?
Yeah, it's 1 for 1. So if we kill him, he can come back with help.
So
Come
I
here.
roll an 18 for perception. Do I see anything around me?
So yes, you do. Firstly, you notice the rolling machine. It came through with you. You notice it floating relatively quickly into an asteroid. And as it makes contact with this asteroid grows. This is about a 60, 70 foot asteroid. This asteroid sprouts legs. 8 30 or 40 foot long legs. And they're very sharp at the ends, and they pierce into the hull of this device behind the wheel, which you notice behind the wheel was looks like kind of like a tank hull, but without the treads or the gun up top. And then behind that were 2 mechanical legs. That was what was pushing it through the tunnel. You watch these legs pierce, rip open the hull, pluck the 3 Kratani out that are inside, and this asteroid spider starts consuming them. And I also would like you to make a a survival check would be good for you, Merrick.
Are you saying this to us?
24.
You see this one asteroid open up, and then you were seeing the rest of them before. Then you understand the implications. You're in an asteroid field. Thousands of them surround you.
We're in a spider nest.
Hey, we should probably go to that asteroid so we're not just floating, just free floating everywhere.
No, it's a good idea.
So I got mine linked up. Doro.
Yeah, what's up?
Over to that asteroid.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you see. Yeah, he points it out. Giant. I mean, the spider's got to be 80 feet with its
I'm not
legs,
pointing
man.
out that. I'm just pointing at a random one.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's just an asteroid.
You destroyed my gun, so go over to that asteroid real quick.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I was saying that we should probably go over to the asteroid.
He has a passive perception.
Can I make a perception check to see if I see this as well?
Yeah,
It's pretty hard to miss. Let's be real. You hear it before you see it. You hear the metal screech open as it's being quite literally ripped and bent into or out of shape, and then you hear the crunching of bones as the spider chomps through these Crotani. And with that 18 perception initially, Merrick, you also see in the other direction, further into the further towards the edge of the asteroid field, you see a ship, kind of not heading towards you, but kind of adjacent, kind of slowly moving along.
That ship.
How far away does it seem? That's
About
what I would ask.
A mile or two.
I still have one teleport left.
So there was a
But
flash.
that's a chance thing. You don't know if you're gonna get
Yeah,
there.
it might be an enemy ship. Might be some space pirates.
Yeah, space cannibals.
Some free
Can I-
Buddhists.
Can I look through my scope and my sniper to try to see if I can see anybody on board?
Yeah. It enhances your view. I think you had an 8x scope, so I mean it does help. It doesn't hurt.
I can see up to 60 feet. So.
You see similar things
Or
to
600 feet.
the Leviathan, the giant ship from the ship you blew up, basically.
Yeah.
The Githyanki
Well,
captain.
that got the kill streak.
Yeah, the Githyanki captain. You see a lot of similar, not him himself, obviously, but those of that race and the hippopotamus people, kind of milling about on deck, not doing anything with any purpose, just seeming to go about their day to day. You also see, with that enhanced view, you actually see a kind of a deep purple glow around the exterior of the ship. So, like, if you were to highlight the ship with the color, it's basically kind of what it looks like, a deep purple, like slightly emanating off the ship.
What's the flag it's raised?
No flag.
No flag?
No flag. It's just sails and the body of the ship itself. It's not a huge ship. It's about 70 feet long, but it isn't a small ship either, obviously.
We should probably run for that ship.
Okay, yeah, we should do that.
What ship?
I told everybody about the ship already.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you're blind. I forgot.
Yes. Well,
Yeah,
I have light. I have a light thing.
Yeah, you can see 40
Wait a
feet around.
second.
I'm just like in a dark theater with a light, like a little light, like my cell phone. Just like, what's this?
You blind
Do we
everyone.
want to just float over there, or do you want me to teleport over there?
Hold
I have
on,
one
hold on.
more.
Hold on. Before we do anything, Mr. McKnight's face disappeared, and immediately as it did that, there was a flash over there. So I don't know if it flew over there, because I don't know what the fuck's going on. And so it seems like it could be a possibility that.
Wait,
Head count.
where's Lost
I'm
Creed?
gonna. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I would ask for a head count and say who's all actually here.
Everyone
because
except for Lost Creed.
I have a suspicion that he took it. That's
So,
my only
he
guess.
seems to be
He's not
seems
here.
like a
Mace is gone.
nice individual. It's okay. He probably needed it more than I did. He's probably going to avenge his tower, and he could find out a lot with the base.
With your holy relic that doesn't do any damage output. It's just.
Oh no, but he could find out a lot about that dragon, or there's a bunch of things he could do. He's a very intelligent person that he could probably get way more use out of it than I could.
I would like to insight check Mr. McKnight.
Nate, give me an
natural one.
Give me a history check.
Well, you won't have to insight check me. I'm being genuine, but there's a little sense of sadness that goes over me because it was like I was.
Honestly, Mr. McKnight is that person who, like, anything bad happens to him, he's like he's
that's fine.
He's so stalwart through it, it actually makes you want to cry. Like,
it's a genuine, genuine that
McKnight.
he could probably use it more than me, but sad that he just didn't ask. It was more like a disappointed dad look. Disappointed dad thing.
When the thing disappeared, did I like notice it? No, because I blinked and then it was gone, right?
Can I speak those words?
Auf Wiedersehen?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say them.
Alright, do I recognize the language? What he just spoke? No? Okay.
Wait, but Merrick,
Merrick's gonna start heading to
Merrick
the
would
ship.
recognize the language.
Oh shit, I would recognize the language?
It's Marin. It's true Marin. It's their country's language.
And I just heard him say it out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're from, so I'm not gonna suspect anything or anything.
But you do know the origin of the language. You don't speak it, but you've heard it.
So,
I said when I know.
Doesn't Avita say just mean bye?
wait, so that means
it does
he's
just mean
Marin.
bye. It does just mean bye.
Yeah.
So he spoke Marin.
Yeah, he did.
Well, he had to fight, so like he had to go through their territories to get to us, right?
So let's
To get
let
to where he was.
No. So Merrick, that's
none
what
of my
Merrick
insight-
had to do. But what Nate's asking is, he spoke Marin. Does that mean he's Marin? I will actually give you advantage on that history check if you would like, because you just pointed that out. You can try it one more
That's
time.
super racist. I'm sorry, but
14, still bad, but
It's not
14.
horrible. It passes because this isn't a hard check. You just bombed it the first time. The accents, and I don't do great accents as a DM, but there's regionalism in this world. And actually, Lost Cretan did say at one point, yes, he did have to. He said he used to live in the southern blah blah blah. But that's a Marin accent. They kind of do. If we're doing a real world comparison, it would be my best attempt at a German accent. Yeah, he sounded Marin every time he talked. And with the history check, you do distinctly remember him avidly trying to get you guys to get the cultists on y'all's side and work with them. The cultists needed the dragon's soul.
But didn't I incite him? Like, saying if he was going to cross us? I incited him for his answer?
You did, and he beat you. Significantly. But that's above board on. What did he just take?
The one thing
The
that
soul.
can trap a soul.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
yeah, I
And
think
what does that word
ship.
mean?
Oh, it just means goodbye.
Oh,
Oh, Merrick's already heading over to that ship.
Oh.
Yeah, I already said Merrick's heading that way.
Okay, so you guys are all headed
Yeah,
towards the
because
ship?
well, I can't remember his name either. Elias. Does Elias tell us any of that or no?
Up to
I
Elias?
just said the word out loud.
Okay.
I think this is all stuff that Elias is kind of piecing together in his head.
All right. Yep. And then if Mr. McKnight's not too worried about the face, then I guess we go.
So yeah, you guys start heading over. One of you does have to tow Doro. So one of you does have to do it. Sorry, or not Doro.
I'll
hold it.
tow him. I will. I'll do it.
Okay. you guys towing Polo along. I'd say with your horse, you don't have to make a check to see
Now-
if you move it slower or not.
So with so when we're moving, am I still faster than everyone else or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Movement speed stays the same. There are ways I saw online that people were doing. I just want to leave it. It's just too complicated. So.
Well, then technically I'm the fastest one here because of
Your
my horse.
Yeah, your horse.
Well,
normal. Well, action dash takes me to 180 feet.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
still
I wonder if I
faster
can
than you.
build a surfboard with a sail on it and have rockets on the back.
What are you,
I like that
fucking
idea,
Treasure
and then we
Planet?
can build. We can
It
build
sounds
a
like Treasure
cathedral.
Planet. Yeah.
Treasure Planet, baby.
You know, me and my sister are getting a you know the map from Treasure Planet?
Yeah.
That was such a good movie and like one of our prominent ones in our childhood. We're actually getting that map on our legs as a tattoo.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's pretty
Like
fucking
where
cool.
like when it's just opening up and all the green is coming
Yeah.
out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
That and Atlantis. They should make 2 live-action movies: Atlantis and
Atlantis.
I don't know if they
Um,
should retouch Treasure Planet. It was perfect. It was perfect the way it was.
Yeah, but live-action Treasure Planet, that would be fucking great. Especially
th-
played with like. So if they put I guess they can't do that.
We're playing a role playing game.
All right.
Up
Sorry,
top.
go ahead.
D&D?
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I also love those movies, but
So you guys, you come up to basically how close do you want to go up to the ship? Because they don't shoot at you or anything as you get within their line of sight.
I only want to get close enough for them to hear us yelling.
Okay.
I don't want to go
I'll
right
get
on
very
board.
close. I'll be like, hello, my name is Mr. McKnight. My friends call me Mr. McKnight. But
Harpoon.
my family calls me Irish Blue Heel. But you can call me Mr. McKnight if you want to be friends.
So
we just got trapped here.
Merrick's gonna go ahead and stealth.
go ahead. You roll a stealth if you'd like.
In the air, plain air.
Yeah, I mean, you're in pure darkness, so if you
I
hang
mean,
back,
he
can also
My
change
scales
he can
change.
change his skin. So like
I
he's
would
one of
al-
the only ones who can really effectively stealth without anything
I would
to
also
hide
like-
behind.
I would also like to stealth
20.
because
Dirty
of the
20.
You can stealth, but you have to hide behind someone for it to be effective because there's no debris.
Here, hold on. Where is it? Maybe.
Unless you're a decent
Yeah,
way away from the ship.
cloak of elfin. The cloak's color shifts to camouflage you.
Okay, that works too. All right, cool. So Mr. McKnight goes straight up to the bow of the ship. You hello, and then you see this hippopotamus. They're called GIFs, GIF, like the fucking internet bullshit.
No, they're
Uh,
silent, right?
Don't call him Jeff.
But don't call him GIF. That's racist.
Yeah, they don't like that.
they don't like that term.
So you see one of the GIFs kind of look over the bow, see you, pull his head back, and then like a minute or so later, you see him return with a fairly tall and skinny Githyanki. Pretty, I mean, normal for a Githyanki.
Start flying up.
You've only ever seen one. You get to eye level with them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys have only ever really seen one Githyanki, Captain Merrick Lynch. But he was fairly abnormal. This one looks less haggard, younger. His hair, instead of like the Blackbeard aesthetic that Captain Merrick had, is actually like flat up top and horizontally spikes out really far. He's wearing like a half plate silver and red armor and has a longsword at his side. The GIF is actually straight up just holding a small cannon.
You fucker.
You did it to me, bitch. I don't want to hear nothing from you.
You still have my shit.
I don't want to hear nothing. Yeah. So.
Ogre gut belchers.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
So.
Yep.
Yeah, he kind of looks at you. Well, floaters, eh? Where are you from? You're not from here, clearly.
Yes. From the what's the? Would I know the material? What's the material?
Prime
plane?
material.
I would
Prime
think
material.
you'd understand that you were on the prime material. You know
Okay.
about the
And
phase.
I would
so
definitely know that.
You and Oceanus
I would definitely know.
know what the prime is.
But we were on the prime material. Originally I was from the Fae, but most recently, within the last
I didn't know that.
15, 20 minutes, we were on the prime material. But my friend stuck something inside of a bag of holding, and it blew us over here. And then we dealt with a bunch of explosions, and it was very convoluted, and it was very extreme. One of our party members actually almost died, and well, we're okay now. But if you wouldn't mind, we would love to help you in exchange for you helping us.
Right, hold on. So, I would like to just make this clear. So I assume we looked for the wizard guy or the warlock guy or sorcerer, whatever
You
he was.
looked for Lost Creedon? Yeah, he wasn't there.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. I guess maybe we. You're right. I could ask Kevin. Yeah. Give me. Wait.
Kevin?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, sir.
Any kind of. Watch him into the GIF. And
Oh.
walks off.
Hello, sir. What is your name? My name is Mr. McKnight. My
Can,
friends call me Mr. McKnight, but
Can Merrick move around the ship? The just the bottom, like just look around and see if you can see anything.
Yeah, you don't see. I mean, it's very reminiscent of a regular ship that would float in the ocean. There's not much different about it besides the glow.
Could Shadow move his way up to the top, like to the crow's nest?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Merrick wants to try to move onto the ship after looking at it.
Want to move on the ship?
Yeah.
They haven't given us permission.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
Hey, y'all
they
don't
have.
see me.
Yeah,
I'm
we
fucking
can-
close,
And
Well,
that's
I'll
no, wait.
roll.
Were you on the horse with me?
No.
Okay.
You
I was
do
gonna
get.
say if you stealth while on the horse, I would have seen you.
Which side of the
But
ship
it's
do you
okay.
try and get on from?
I'd be on the other side from where everybody's
Okay.
looking and
Yeah.
checking.
You are eventually. You get close, but you are spotted right before you actually are able to take your first step, and you hear, "Oh, hold on there, mate. Like, you just can't just walk on someone's ship like that."
Oh, hey,
He
Merrick.
just doesn't speak and he doesn't
Y'all still
move.
can't see me. Y'all still
he's,
can't see me. I'm on the other side of the ship here. You can't see through the
He's
ship.
talking to you.
Yeah, but they're
Y'all-
talking
I would
to you.
say Mr.
Ah.
McKnight can see you after the vocals
Yeah.
is pointed out.
Hey,
They're
hey,
both
oh,
they're
hey.
eye level.
Hey, Merrick.
Your eye
that's,
level? Like I
that's one
said,
of my
you said I was
friends.
almost at the ship.
You
Like as you were getting on.
as you're getting on, you
Well-
have to go up. You have to go up to get on.
Yeah, because I'm in the theory I'll have to float up to try to get to level with the ship.
Yeah, Mr. McKnight's
Yeah,
already level
that's
with the
that's
ship.
where he's at. That's
Yeah,
where we're
he's already
at.
there.
Oh,
Right,
you
level
said they were
with the-
looking
the
down
deck.
at them.
They were, and then he moved up.
Oh, y'all got to move up? Okay.
Yeah, he
I'm
moved up.
confused because you said they were looking down. You never said they moved up.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
it
said
happened.
that was gonna be eye level with them.
Yeah, he went up to eye level. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, Mr. McKnight would see you if that's what you'd like to do. We can back up if you don't want to. But a minute or so goes by. The individual
I
you
asked the GIF or the GIF what his name was though.
I
didn't say that out loud.
That's a
Didn't
slur.
say that out loud.
Thank you very much.
I didn't say it out loud.
You ask him what his name is.
We have racial slurs in this campaign.
There are racial slurs. Yeah.
The gnome's racial slur.
that's just what I grew up calling you guys. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God! Stop.
My parents were a bad influence. I'm
You can't
trying
say
to
that
change.
anymore. It's not the
I
70s.
I know. I'm trying to change.
His name.
Oh God.
His name is Dunmoran.
Dunmore.
And as you guys kind of make a little bit of conversation, the individual you spoke to previously, with Yankee, walks back. Oh, Captain says, if you're just looking for a ride back to the prime, I suppose we could find color pool for you, but it's gonna be a bit. You kind of have to, we're kind of on our way back to the market. We just copped a few eggs, so
Oh, that is perfectly fine. I've never been here before, so I would love to explore and see everything this lovely place has to offer.
Right. Okay. I'm first
Oh,
mate.
what is your name?
I'm the first mate. Shred. The name is
What?
Shred. So basically,
Pleased to meet you, Stud.
Captain also said, and I wholeheartedly agree. Don't touch nothing that ain't yours. Pretty straightforward. And if we're set upon by Nautiloids, help us fight them. And if we're also set upon by any kind of gestures around to the asteroids, help us fight them. Because we're kind of in like a dangerous place.
Oh, okay, yes. Do you guys are in need of a cook or a healer
No, we don't
or
eat.
Oh, you don't eat?
I need.
Oh, do you enjoy food?
No.
No. Oh,
Gotta maintain his figure.
oh, okay. Okay. That this is all. This is all
Hey,
I
who's that?
was.
Who's
had-
that? Who's that? There's a bug there. Who's that?
Oh, that's Merrick. He's a really good sharpshooter, and he does phenomenal things with making things. I sometimes assist
Is
with
he
some of
with
the
you?
stuff, but
Stay with you?
yes. And then there's more people back there,
Right.
and I point them out.
Phenomenal at making things, phenomenal at blowing us up. Same thing.
Right.
Blowing us up yet.
How much? How much would a fee or how much would this cost to go to the market and for you to drop us off?
Oh god, not a connection drop. Okay, no, cool. Whew, we're good. We got a big lag spike. I was like, oh no, it crashed. Okay. Is it fee? Oh, I mean, we're gonna make a pretty penny off this. You just kind of, like I said, don't do nothing to piss off the captain or me.
Oh,
And
yes, definitely.
help us fight when it inevitably happens. Not that this is obviously we're in spider territory, but this segment is also controlled by the mind flayers, so just to be
Ooh.
careful.
Those sound fun. What do mind flayers do?
They eat your brain.
They awaken you. Oh, how do we not?
We
What if
should-
you don't have a brain?
Let me eat your brain.
What?
my reaction as well.
What?
When he asks why if we don't have a brain, I'm looking at Polo.
I mean, everything's gotta have a brain, don't it?
Oh, there's some entities out there that don't have brains. There's there's robots that do not have brains. There's
I suppose ghosts wouldn't have brains anymore.
there's some
They would have a medical.
ghosts.
They would definitely have a metaphysical brain.
Yeah, but they
I don't know.
That's
Did he
that's
just say we?
I said they.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said we.
I said they. I said they.
Okay.
Not
I
ghosts.
get the sense that he's the first mate,
That's a great topic. So,
or is he just?
if they have
No,
a
he's
brain,
the
would
first.
they
He is
also
the
have a
first mate. He
soul?
straight up said he was.
Okay, sick. Oh, I didn't hear him say
If they-
that.
If they have a brain,
Right.
would they also have a soul? Is a ghost a soul, or is it
Functionally.
the brain?
Why are we talking about ghosts? We're in spider territory. Get on the fucking boat so we can leave.
Through
Yes.
through MindLink, I'm gonna suggest that we go check out the Flash, or make a request to check out the Flash.
You asked the group. Go. Yeah.
Yeah, just through MindLink. I just
I am willing to go back and check it out.
Can I
I'll go.
make a?
We even have to ask the captain in this
Yeah,
crew. I mean, they might just leave us if we try to leave.
Can I make an Arcana check and see if that flash was just him opening a portal?
Well, that's
to
the thing.
leave?
As long as you guys are here, I
Well,
can get
mean,
back.
the way it's described, you don't even need to make an Arcana check to understand.
I can always get back.
Most likely what it was.
Okay.
yeah, because fucking what's his face isn't here. The jar disappeared, and then there was a Flash at the exact same time.
It sounds as though he had to use the shell or use the base to take care of whatever he needed to do back on the
Yes.
material, but he took a portal to get back.
Sure.
And
Yeah,
the
Okay,
absolutely.
He
Okay.
most likely could only do it for one because he used all his abilities in the tunnels
I'm
with
no
us.
longer talking to Mr. McNutt. I'm talking to Oceanus. Yeah, can you ask, since you're the charismatic of the group, to see if we can check it out?
I am willing to go talk to the first mate or captain. I will do
Thank
that.
you. Thank you.
So while you're all gathering on the ship, let's say you do that. Once you set foot on the ship, by the way, you can walk normally. You don't have to use your mind to move.
Oh, weird.
I have
jump
yet to.
and
Yeah.
go upwards?
Can you jump and then use your mind to move?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go talk to the crew and learn about their weapons and since we're kind of new here, learn about their weapons and how they live.
So we'll get to that in a moment because that's actually interesting. Oceanus.
Okay, so I'll talk to the first mate first, and what was his name again? I forgot. I didn't write it down.
Shred.
Shrad. Excuse me, Shred. I understand that you are the first. What?
All right.
Our friend, Mr. McKnight, that you know very well, lost a very important magical item, and we think someone stole it.
Right.
Is there any information that you would have, or if we could just not leave me behind while I go check out where we saw the last flash?
I mean,
I'm willing to go out there and find it myself, as long as.
If you can get back there and go there, come back in like 10 minutes. I mean, we gotta button up a few things anyways before the captain puts the ship in gear. So.
Or if you have just something unimportant from the ship, I can get back here no matter how far away you go, as long as you don't leave this plane.
Once you got about 10 minutes, the ship's about to take off. We're about to be moving very quickly once the captain puts it in gear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, given that time limit, I'll say that.
You can easily make it.
Yeah, and I'll be back. I'll be back in 10 minutes, and I fucking ride Diablo over to where
Damn, he's riding Diablo. Never mind. I'll mind link and try to get onto the horse out of view.
Okay. Merrick.
That's the thing. I can take you close, leave you behind, and then go check it myself. You just gotta point out where it is.
Merrick, you go and look, and there are normal cannons on board, nothing special. On the rear of the ship and on the front of the ship, and they can be swiveled. They're on a swivel to where they can rotate 360 degrees. There are these 20-inch smaller cannons, fairly slim in
Like Sea of Thieves.
Kind of like that, yeah, but not a harpoon gun. They're actually a cannon.
Yeah.
They're fairly normal in appearance, but they don't have a fuse where you would light to fire. They don't have a hole where the fuse would even be. Where did my sound go down? You guys do me a favor and speak. Okay.
Hello?
There we go. Okay.
Hello.
All right. Yeah, they don't even have a hole for where the fuse would be. There's no gunpowder near them. There's no shot, anything like that. And as you're inspecting them, you do find like where the hole for the fuse would be, where they'd initially light the cannon to shoot it. There is a like carving of it's not. It's like it would be the spell rune. I actually have to find a picture. It's a rune.
Like a flame rune that lights the fuse or lights the gunpowder side, blow it up.
No, different from that.
No?
Fucking loser! Why did you pop up?
Hey, that's not nice. I have feelings.
One second. The symbol. These are not the symbols I'm looking. Mars.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Was the talk we had about the hunting, the conversation I had with the guy with the robes, saying was that like did it feel like he was trying to waste time?
No. Looking back, he was trying to get information. And you gave not everything, but enough.
Like where I lived and stuff.
Where you lived, how long you've lived here.
Yeah, it could have also been like
with.
magical.
Okay.
Being a young elf.
So I'll tell you right now, I can't. The symbol is fairly complex. I can send a picture in D&D chat here in a bit, but it is the School of Magic abjuration symbol. So whatever it is magically fired. You would have to ask to learn more about it, but yeah.
That's what I said. I was.
Oh, you did say you were gonna ask Crew. Okay, well then there's a gunner there. He eventually. So basically, what this does is all of us we know magics. Some of us not very well, like myself. Basically, you just have to spend some spell energy. You just put it right on the cannon, and it fires a psionic blast, mind damage. These are special guns for dealing with mind flayers because their brains are big and they eat brains and shit like that, and the ships are alive and big tentacly. Oh, that's what they're
okay.
for. You burn a magic, you shoot a magic.
And he goes on to ask how they live in this world, in the ethereal, and more about this. What he knows at least.
Well, so essentially, we just kind of exist. Some of us have altruistic goals and whatnot. I'm just here to make money. And we just live and live and live until something kills us, because you really can't die of old age here.
And I'll also ask him if he needs help with anything. That I have ship experience.
Oh right, I ship. We just need to do about this. We just finished our pickup run for the cargo. So if you want, start strapping down the shot by the regular cannons and whatnot, because we're about to start moving really fast. What you like to do and help?
So Merrick starts helping them out by doing anything going around asking for what they need and just knocking it out.
Yeah, you very quickly actually are able to assimilate into ship life. Just being helpful, kind of, they open up to you pretty easily. Easy conversations. You learn, I would say, through these easy conversations, you learn the biggest threats are other pirates, which you learn that these guys are pirates, and that there are, well, the biggest threat would be other pirates, mind flayer nautiloid ships, and depending on the territory you're in, astral dreadnoughts or asteroid spiders. He also explains that you're he gives you a rough layout because he doesn't or whoever you're speaking to at the time doesn't fully understand it, but they give you a rough description of how the topography of the astral works. Basically, you're in a segment. A segment is a huge expanse of time, and we say time because they don't measure in distance. They don't use miles, feet. They use minutes, days, weeks as their measurement because that's how they measure their travel, basically. Those segment you're in is measured by, or all of them are measured by time, and this segment you're in is controlled, like on a militaristic level, by mind flayers. It's their territory. So.
Alright, and I'm writing all that down in my book as I'm going and working.
Okay. Oceanus, when you skibbity-doo-dah over to where the portal was, there's fucking nothing there. Even with an Arcana check, the spell is dissipated and gone. There's no spell energy or anything there.
Okay. He's just gone. If the mind link works still, I'll just
You have to
tell
get
Doro
closer.
that.
There's 120
Yeah.
feet.
Okay, I'll get closer to where I dropped him off at and just say he's gone. Portal's gone. Spell's gone.
Mm.
No,
Alright,
there's no getting back till we find him.
What I know that would be like what would happen if someone teleported somewhere
So
or
that couldn't have been
similar
a
spell.
that couldn't have been a teleportation.
It would have
spell.
been plane shift.
It would have been plane
possibly.
shift. Yep.
Yep.
It would've been
Okay.
Plane shift.
All right.
Yep.
All right. That's
I would
okay.
know about that is that he just plane shifted away. Unless if
Right.
one of us can do that, he's out of our hands.
All right. We should ask Mr. Knight to use his device on his chest. Let's see how that works. I don't know how that's gonna work, but
Oh yes.
You're
So-
not with us.
yeah, we should
Oh,
probably
you're
get
talking through
back before they leave.
Mind link?
Oh, we don't have mind link. We're too far away.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll hub back. If I can action dash,
I'll-
just get there fast.
So what is feet versus seconds and minutes? Are we going
In terms
switching
of-
everything up?
In terms of functional gameplay, measure it by that. In terms of travel, is what is going to be shifting. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
So they
So-
traveled 10 minutes.
And it's just
Out.
a one. It's
How
just,
far would 10 minutes be for, I guess, spells and stuff?
So, for
So
the
I-
purpose of it's based on individual movement speeds, obviously. For the purpose of this, he
Mhm.
traveled up a couple miles out. It's we're gonna do this is very play. This is a very play by ear math equation.
Okay.
Yeah, because as like how I'm imagining it works, it's like if an engine takes you 5 miles in 1 minute, then you'll be 5 minutes out.
Okay.
Kind of just like that.
I see.
And so it's just gonna be based off the engine of whatever you're running
Whatever
on or how
you're
fast you
or
are.
how fast you're moving, exactly.
Especially in here when you're not traveling technically on foot anywhere here. It's
Yeah.
gonna take way too long.
So, you guys hop back on the ship, and you feel the energy around the ship, and actually you can visually see it. The dark purple glow kind of brightens. It doesn't necessarily brighten. That's an inaccurate way to describe it. It actually, the glow itself, instead of brightening, it expands. So it goes from like this far off the ship to like that far off the ship, and you feel the ship start moving very fast, probably a little faster than action dashing with your horse. Yeah. And you guys begin traveling towards the edge of the asteroid field that you're in, kind of moving in and around, keeping a healthy distance from the asteroids.
So the whole
I'm-
time that we're moving, and like the time we take to get there, I'm thinking about the situation, thinking about like what went on in my head, trying to piece things together.
What are you trying to figure out specific?
Like was he the one that
Killed your family?
killed my family, or like made it
Make an
so I'm
make sheep.
Yeah, I'd just like to clarify. Oceanus and I did make it back to the ship, right?
Yes.
Okay, then I would have asked Mr. McKnight to see if he can contact. I can't remember any names, but see if he can contact.
Clemson.
Clemson?
Yeah, through his
Hey,
necklace.
You cannot.
Okay.
You
It's
get,
like he
Can
can
I
feel.
can I contact Doro through the stone?
yes.
So can he feel that it's not going through, or is it just no
You
response?
know that it's just maybe there's a signal going out, maybe there's something going out, but it's got nowhere to go.
Okay.
Okay, so
Damn.
Elias, you need to make a. I'll give you. You do me a history check and do me it at advantage.
I'm gonna use.
20.
30-20? 30-20. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Motherfucker.
And we thought he was cool.
Damn. We could have killed him.
Hey man, you know what this means? Robert Clemson has a history of hiring corrupt agents And so that means that Robert Clemson is,
Robert
maybe,
Clemson
maybe
is
possibly,
the Emperor of the Marin Empire.
maybe possibly he's
The vice
not the
president. He's a
emperor,
vice
but
president.
it's like a Star Wars situation where they want to control both sides.
It's a clone of the Archduke, the Archmage. It's a clone.
So,
Robert Clemson equals incompetent.
I would also say what's interesting is who had the dream where they saw all the figures, all the archmages.
That would be
McKnight, right?
Yeah.
I'll ask. At any point, do you divulge the information you've learned?
No, but I'm very like in my head.
Okay.
Well, Mr. McKnight has seen him without, well, supposedly without the illusion on him.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
He did take off the fucking glamour.
I will
At
allow
one point, he did.
Elias to figure something else out because it would be a pretty obvious thing. If he is the guy who killed your parents, if he is that guy, then even though he showed you he's a very strong spellcaster, his ability to potentially manipulate Robert Clemson, to potentially change his appearance on several different levels, and to comfortably, and you watched him take a lot of damage and never showed any sign of actually being hurt, is a very, very powerful individual who's pulling a lot of string.
Wow. Damn.
And I would also say an existential feeling of dread would eventually fall over you because of what you potentially gave him the information for, and the fact that you worked with him as long as you did, and even though you had your suspicions, you never even thought about the level at which this guy actually operated.
Heavy. Heavy.
Is it Scalanier the Magnificent? That would be what
The Magnificent?
Scalandier.
The Magnificent? That would be the only one that would make sense when you eventually are given some information to people.
Right back, I'm sorry.
What was Lost Green?
Has Merritt managed to make his way down the ship?
What do you mean?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Like as I work for this, pretty much I've helped the top crew, and I'm trying to make my way down the ship.
Oh, that's
helping people out.
like vertically down.
Yeah, like just working deck to deck, helping people out.
This ship is kind of shallow, so there's really only 3 decks, and one of them's for storage. The captain's quarters is very similar in terms of how the Leviathan was, where it's that big room in the back of the ship.
The penthouse suite.
The penthouse suite, more or less. But as you work further and further down, you see more of this. It's very similar. There's a lot more guns on the lower deck, probably twice as many. But there's the same amount of the psionic guns down there.
Have I learned anything about the captain?
Asked.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn everything here. So, yeah, about the crew and all that.
What would you ask?
Just among probably like 2 or 3 people is all I'd ask.
So what would you? Yeah, go ahead.
How they feel about the captain. When they got hired, was it like, did he ask them to join, or did they just kind of like show up and say, like, how they got hired?
It's case by case. With that specifically, that question case by case. It's like there would be times where the ship would be hiring and they signed up, or there'd be times where maybe an individual would approach the crew, show their worth, and actually get hired. Case by case with that one.
And for the second mate, I would ask his history with the captain.
You'd ask the first mate?
Yeah, the first mate, my bad. Yeah,
Okay.
First mate.
Well,
After I got like friendly with him, I wouldn't ask him like right off the bat.
probably he's fairly open. He's not really hiding anything. Well, I mean, I don't know. I just signed up. I've been on the ship for. It's been a long time. No, I think I've been on the ship since probably like 6 or 7 seasons. I guess that. Let me think. Prime material translation would be. I think I've been on this ship about 600 years.
Whew,
Yeah, right about.
it's almost as old as I am.
Pretty long ago. At least I don't know. Time doesn't seem that. It's weird here, and I know it's strange for you to hear this, but time doesn't really work here. Yeah, it's very common to find people well over 2,000 or 3,000 years old. Some of the biggest ships have been around for over 10,000. I mean, it's just it's hard to explain to someone who doesn't live it. And I'm trying my best, but that's about all I can give you. Captain, I met him. I met him at a pub. Like I said, about 6 or 7 seasons ago. I think it'd be about 6. And we just kind of hit it off. And this was before he bought this ship, and we kind of worked together on another ship, and then we eventually got the scratch together and bought this one. And yeah.
I'll explain about the ship I was on too, and that the captain was kind of similar to this captain, as species-wise, I guess.
Right. I mean, it's not unheard of that Yankees go to the Prime. And it would make a lot of sense for one to be a ship captain, given that most of our work in trade is ship-based. Because there's no large land masses in the Astral. It's every physical thing that's in the Astral comes from color pools, and color pools are like they're like portals that open up. When one opens up, it brings in a bunch of debris, a bunch of pieces of land and wood and all that shit. And so that's how all the stuff. Well, there's also dead gods, but you don't go there.
Oh yeah, we can find raw in here, just above board. We could probably find raw. Because dead and forgotten gods are here. So
someone else has been doing their research. Someone else has been doing their research.
I did watch a video on that.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, we don't go there, but most of I mean, people will build on corpses of gods, and they're huge, huge masses of basically stone, and you can, as long as you don't try and siphon power from them or something like that, you can live there. And so a one-to-one translation for like living on a place, that would be our best example for you. I don't know if that answers your questions. Yeah.
Yeah, he just nods, and he does ask if maybe he could talk to the captain too.
Maybe give it a little while. He's got to navigate us out the Astral. Once we're out of the Astral, out of the Astral plane. Fuck me, that's DM fucking up.
Asteroid field.
Asteroid field, yeah. Once the steering's not so intensive, because the ship's controlled by his mind. Spell power is kind of the go-to weapon in the Astral. Everything's psionically based in terms of weaponry, transportation, stuff like that. So, once he gets us out of the field, you can actually probably talk to him. But right now he's focusing so much on steering, he probably won't even hear you.
Okay, I'll go back to working and helping y'all out as much as I can, since we're kind of reloading.
Real quick, if you don't mind, I talked about the color pool. That's how we're going to get you back, by the way. We have to find a color pool. That's why I said it might take a while. They're kind of tricky to navigate. So, guys, just wanted to let you know, it might be a few weeks here, which is next to no time in where you're from, but...
While that was happening, I would have been mending, but then when I saw that Elias is kind of like in his own head, I would have gone over and started talking with him.
By all means.
Roleplay.
Well, hello, Elias. I see. What has you so upset?
Nothing. I'm good.
But this was only the second time you have gone down. since I've known you, and that must be a very, very nerve-wracking.
This is like the third or fourth time that I've had someone betray me.
Who betrayed? Who betrayed you?
Where's the vase?
Oh, I see. Maybe so. Betrayal it might be a tough word to use because he might have just needed it more than us. Why do you think he betrayed you or us?
He's left us here.
Oh, maybe he's coming back to save us. Maybe it could be because he's trying to save himself before he saves us. Kind of like when we're on a so it's what's a good way? So if we're on a raft and when none of us can swim, and we have the ability to put on life jackets, you would put on your life jacket first. Well, I would put on your life jacket if you couldn't put it on, but that's besides the point. But typically, an individual would put on their life jacket first, and then
You don't get it. You don't get it. Someone,
Oh,
when I
what?
was younger, someone came to me. They talked to me. The same robes as what he wore. They asked way too many questions. I gave them way too many answers. I think he was the one that murdered my family.
Oh. Oh. Did he look he looked the same?
The robes
And the voice.
and the voice.
Interesting. Is that I'm not too familiar with dialects, but is that a common dialect or is it a very unique dialect that he had? I've never heard his dialect before until him, but you've been around more than I have.
He was unique from all the rest. I remember his voice. And then I spew out like all the
You give him everything.
information that I
You give him everything. Okay, at this
Ooh.
point, I would say you could probably piece together. Las Creedon is just a misspelled way of saying Scalandir. The letters switched around.
Holy shit.
Oh,
You sneaky
fucking
motherfucker.
shot. Oh no. That's awesome.
Oh, that is very, very bad. He has a very powerful item, and he could quite possibly destroy a lot with just just with one soul.
I don't care anymore. Just leave me alone.
Oh, I understand. I understand.
Thank you.
I'll,
I'm gonna walk away.
I'll let you. Okay. Then I'll start mending things that need to be mended.
Not tell anyone what happened. Just I'm
I
gonna
mean,
start.
Not exactly
is
your
there anyone
business
around
to
me?
give.
Is there anyone
You have the
around me?
mind link up, so I mean, you could.
There is the mind link.
I guess I would have asked if this was going to be in confidence, or I probably wouldn't say anything. Not yet.
Yeah.
Because knowing that Elias is very in his thoughts and
I would
doesn't
also
really
say
speak a whole lot.
You know that dream you had.
Mm-hmm.
You thought Raw gave you that dream. He didn't. You know that now, given the big reveal that happened a while back, which actually it was really only a few days ago in game time.
Shit's crazy.
The Emperor showed you everything you needed to know. And now you understand the feeling of dread that has come over Elias. Even without your consent, you've been playing his game.
Can you do a recap of that dream for me?
Basically, remember you walked out the door after the everyone you saw walked out the door, and standing on that pile of millions and millions of blue-eyed bodies was the 4 archmages.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is bad. This is very bad.
And what's worse, Las Cretan Galandir couldn't capture the soul without the cultist. When he went and killed the cultist, couldn't capture the soul. Gave him another way.
Well, luckily, he can only put that soul into a similar sized body. So, yeah, I remember that. It's the only thing I remember.
Luckily, it might take him a while to figure out how to do it too, because the god had to explain how to do it to Mr. Knight.
Yeah, because you can't put a large soul inside of a human-sized body. You have to put that soul into a similar size. That's what I remember hearing.
It is if he wants to do that.
Not doing that,
could just
and
wanna
I think
absorb
we've
it for
discussed
power.
this already, that the grand scheme of the cult is to revive the avatar Yamat on the prime material.
Yeah, so if it's too big, then it'll
No.
basically be like putting out. That's what you said.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you said
But
that we
they
couldn't
don't
put
need
Merrick inside of a dragon.
But they don't need to put
Or
it in a
Varric.
body. They don't need to put it in a body.
They're putting it back in the avatar of Tiamat.
Let's
She's coming back. They're putting her back together piece by motherfucking piece.
Elias
Interesting.
is a missing piece to that ritual.
Mhm.
That
Is
soul
it fair to give me disadvantage on most things?
If you want to voluntarily have disadvantage because of your mind state, I will fully allow that.
Alright, well, while this is happening, because Doro knows nothing, I'll be casting Find Familiar, and I'll be summoning an owl.
An owl. Okay.
And
It's like a cute little
Over-
barn owl. It's like this big.
And it has night vision. 120 feet.
over Mind Link, I'm gonna say Lost Credence. I believe that Lost Credence was indeed
Galandir.
Scalandir. I have very good reason to believe. Just please just take my word for it. It is very very bad.
Alright,
Very
well,
bad.
Well, I lose concentration, and I cast a second level, first level spell to cast Find Familiar.
Fuck that.
What's the
I-
word that he said?
Off B to say. It's spelled very strange. I'll give you the spelling.
Alright.
It's German, so obviously it's gonna have a very German spelling to it.
AF.
It is
ZK.
it's AUF space WIEDERSEHEN.
It would have been cooler if you said it in Klingon.
That's the word they use to hold the for the blue liquid. Spell. It might be one of the the vocalizations for the spell.
It's literally just goodbye. He told Elias goodbye.
It's tied in. It's tied in somewhere. I know it is.
Yeah, to his memories. Fuck.
I think you're defending this a little too harshly.
I mean,
It's
definitely tied
sure,
in.
Everyone
sure,
just
it could
froze.
be. It could totally.
Man,
be.
Now you're deflecting.
What?
Now you're
What?
deflecting.
What
Now I
the
know.
fuck? Hold on. Oh, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can indeed
Oh,
hear
he
you.
just froze for me.
Oh, he just
Well-
froze. Yeah.
Very
Why is he
intentionally.
why is he staring into my soul?
I would like to point out that when I rolled like
Oh wait, everyone,
30,
everyone, stop moving. Everyone, stop moving for when he comes back. Okay, bit's over. It's not gonna work. I give up. Don't have the patience. What were you? So who's doing what exactly while he recovers? I'll actually kick him real quick. If you're gonna try shit on me now, pretty good. Pretty good. I almost believed it for a second because of the way Brandon's screen was flickering. Actually, almost believed it. Let me go ahead and kick him real quick. Time him out for.
Going
Well,
out.
I can't remember what I was gonna do because I was
There you
putting
go.
all my brain power into not fucking moving.
So you were doing the Find Familiar.
Yes.
Merrick's asking questions. Elias is in his own head. Mr. McKnight?
You say it was
I am
mending.
mending and walking around the ship, seeing if anyone needs help, or if anyone looks sad or down, or
Aside
is
from Elias, everyone
injured,
else
or-
seems fine.
Okay.
Everyone else
Alright.
seems good.
I'm still. So is there a crow's nest?
I'm gonna chat it up with the
Is
gifts
there
then.
anyone up there?
There is an individual up there, yeah.
Okay.
There's room for two.
I have yet to make myself known.
I would say
So,
you're.
I kind of
you-
I accidentally
unless
forgot to do that.
Unless you're hanging on the side, which I don't recommend, you've been seen.
Okay. Yeah, because I forgot to say that I made myself known like when we came back, and we just never had that role play.
Yeah, I'd say at this point you've been seen, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to some gifts.
Gifts.
Jesus.
Gift Yankee.
Can I
Huh?
take a short rest? while I'm
He
in my head?
means the gifs.
You want to do
The
what?
no, I'm just gonna no, because you said there was a couple gifts.
Yeah,
right?
there was a couple gifs.
You guys can
Short
do a
rest?
short rest if you'd like.
I guess I'll talk to the crew, and stuff. That's just like chatting them up, just being friendly.
After I'd say an hour or so, the ship eventually navigates its way out of the asteroid belt. Yeah. So, I'd say you guys can go ahead and give yourself a short rest if you'd like. Eric, you said you wanted to go and attempt to speak to the captain after.
Yep.
Bruh, what the fuck?
You eventually walk up to the captain's quarters. It's not guarded or locked or anything. You can literally just walk in if you.
What time is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go in there and just
What time is it?
talk with
It's about.
You have
1
no
o'clock.
sense of time in the
9:14.
astral.
It is dark time. That's what
It
time
is
it is.
astral time.
So yeah, I'm just gonna walk up to the captain and talk to him and
Okay, so as soon as you
try to-
enter the captain's quarters, at the very back, and obviously his personal effects are in here, but at the very back, there's no desk like previously. There is just a large chair. It actually kind of looks more like an elaborate stone throne with a little bit of padding. And like, you know those fucking hair dryers that come down over your head? Kind of what it looks like he's wearing, but it's actually like got glowing stripes going like this, and like headphones as
also like the little headpiece from like SAO kind of thing, like one of those.
similar, yeah, but no gadgets. Fairly smooth.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I
his
want to point
internet
out when I
died.
walk in, I will introduce myself and greet him as captain.
Read him, Captain.
Yeah, so I'd say his name and his rank, captain,
Oh.
and I tell him my name, and it's an honor to meet him.
So you don't know his name until he gives it to you, but you do.
Oh, I thought we already met him.
The captain? No.
Oh, they said
No.
his name already. My bad.
No, they did not. No, they did not. Now those.
I can't wait till we get to a giant floating city.
I still want
Legris.
to find Raw. That'd be pretty cool.
I want to find Space Marines. I want Space Marines. I want them.
Legris.
I want them so bad.
Legris.
Yeah, you kind of walk up. What do you say to him when you walk up? Like you just say it.
Greetings, Captain. My name is Merrick. It would be an honor to capture your name, sir.
capture your name, sir.
His name's Allegris. Legris? I'll spell that Legress. What do you? I'm sorry. Kind of. And you feel the ship slow slightly, and he kind of. I guess he doesn't take it off, but the glow from the helmet kind of dies down a little bit, and he's able to focus more on the conversation. Sorry, what's what you want? No offense, I just sorry, it's just intense. It kind of seems it's like he's not drunk, but he's hard. It's hard for him to focus.
Sorry to take up your time. I didn't mean to interrupt your mind link with the ship to, control it. I just wanted to get to know you and let if there's anything you need of me, I'm here.
Yeah.
I've been helping out your crew as much as I can and getting to know them, so I actually kind of wanted to know you too.
Yeah, I'm Captain Legris. I pilot the Astorian glider. There's a ship you're on right now. And yeah, just keep an eye out for mind flayers.
Yes, sir. I will keep an eye out for those. Not to take up any more of your time, because I know it's probably painful for you to do that and try to focus on my conversation too.
He doesn't even respond.
Yeah.
You see the helmet start glowing brighter again, and the ship starts picking up more speed.
Yeah, and I'll leave the room.
So I kind of want to wait for Rich, but it's kind of the next thing on the docket.
Can I get a perception roll to keep lookout since he asked me to?
Yeah, you can.
You want to take a small break then? Till he gets back?
If you guys would like to get a vision. That'd actually be
I got
a
a 27 for my perception.
Okay, we'll come back to that. I think at this point we will take a small break. I'm going to put us on intermission. Yeah, I think unfortunately due to his internet just absolutely taking a back shit on itself, this is actually. And I do have to be up at 3:30 in the morning for.
Oh
like,
yeah, you should probably go to bed.
Probably.
What time is it there? It's like 11, right? 11:30.
7:30.
7:30.
7:30. Oh.
I like my 8 hours.
Yeah, it's 4 hours for nothing.
Nothing. I like my 8. I'm pampered like that.
I woke up about 4 this morning, so I'm feeling you.
Yeah, I think this is probably a good place to call it. So, Elias, you guys did take a short rest, and you guys did just leave the asteroid field. So, other than that, I think, yeah, I'll have some stuff for you next time. For those who watched,
Could
thank
I-
you for watching, and